Shedeur Sanders doesn't want father at training camp. Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders, the son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, is in his first NFL training camp as he works toward his rookie season in the league. However, his father has not been present at the Browns camp, and Sanders is saying that's all by design. "I don't want him coming to see me right now because I want to get to where I want to go, then for him to see me," Shedeur said on Monday via ESPN. "I don't want him to come and see me get a couple reps," and he is cheering like a good dad. Like, "Nah, you can't be proud of me right now. I got to get to where I'm going, and I know it's a lot I got to do to get there. It's kind of like I just want everything that I'm doing is just focus on this time, and I don't want no distractions because we know how the media, we know how everybody would take it and take away from the team, just from him being my own dad showing up. So, it is a gift and a curse at the same time." Most draft experts had Shedeur as a consensus top 10 pick in the draft, but in an unprecedented slide, he all the way to the 5th round, where the Browns selected him with the 144th pick. Deion recently revealed that he had a cancer scare, and as much as it must have weighed on the Sanders family, Shedeur said his father told him and his brother Shiloh, who is in training camp with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, to stay focused on the task at hand. "It's definitely stay focused mentally," Shedeur said. "Dad, he's one person that he'll handle his, we handle what we got to." So, it was something that we really ain't even have a formal conversation about, because it was like, y'all need to focus on what y'all can focus on. Can't sit here and feel sorry for me, and then that's affecting y'all doing that. The Cleveland air was thick with August heat, the kind that makes shoulder pads feel heavier and tempers shorter. Every snap, every rep, and every second on the field mattered, especially for Shedeur Sanders. He wiped sweat from his brow, took a knee, and stared at the distant horizon of training camp fields. Cameras hovered. Reporters watched like hawks. And somewhere out there in Colorado, Deion Coach Prime Sanders was watching too, but from afar. That wasn't a scheduling issue. That was Shedeur's choice. "It's not about disrespect," Shedeur said carefully in a post-practice interview. "It's about growing. It's about space. It's about being able to fall without someone catching me every time." In a league where legacy often casts long shadows, Shedeur was trying, desperately, to step into the sun. The father and the force. Deion Sanders isn't just a proud dad. He's a Hall of Famer, a two-sport icon, a college football architect who turned Colorado into a destination with a smile and a slogan. He's also the man who's coached Shedeur since the kid could hold a football. From Pee Wee to Power 5, Deion was never more than a sideline away, clipboard in hand, shades on face, voice booming with confidence that could shift atmospheres. But now? No shades. No clipboard. No sideline. Not at Browns training camp. And it's exactly the way Shedeur wants it. A step outside the shadow. "Having my dad around has always been a blessing," Shedeur admitted. "But at some point, I have to be more than his son. I have to be myself." For years, Shedeur's accomplishments, record-breaking seasons at Jackson State, clutch performances at Colorado, a meteoric rise into NFL draft conversations, were often accompanied by an asterisk. Yeah, but his dad was the coach. Now, he wants to erase that asterisk. And that means walking through the fire alone. The decision. The choice wasn't dramatic. No shouting match. No slammed doors. Just a quiet conversation between father and son after the draft. "You want me there?" Deion had asked. "No," Shedeur answered. "I need this one to be mine." And Coach Prime, the man known for never backing down from a spotlight, stepped aside. "I respect it," Deion told reporters weeks later. "If a son tells you he wants to prove something on his own, you let him. That's what real growth looks like. Lonely by design." It wasn't easy. Training camp was brutal. The NFL wasn't college. There were no shortcuts, no bias, no favoritism. Every throw was watched. Every misstep magnified. And in those tough moments, when most rookies might look to the stands for a familiar face, Shedeur found no one. Just silence. But he liked it that way. "I can't lean on him now," he said. "If I'm going to lead 52 grown men, I need to stand tall without anyone behind me." Teammates take notice. Inside the Browns' locker room, veterans noticed. At first, some were skeptical. Another hyped-up kid with a famous last name? They'd seen that before. But Shedeur was different. He showed up first. Left last. Took notes like a backup fighting for a roster spot. Never brought up his dad. Never asked for special treatment. He earned every rep. "Dude, don't act like he's royalty," said one offensive lineman. "He acts like he's hungry, like he's got something to prove." And he does. The media can't help it. Despite his effort to separate from the Sanders legacy, the media still circled back. "Will Deion visit camp? Has Coach Prime given you advice? Would you rather have your dad here coaching you?" Shedeur's answers were always the same, calm, measured, direct. "He's watching from afar. But this is my camp, my battle, my name." He didn't flinch, didn't snap. But sometimes, when the cameras weren't rolling, his eyes gave him away, tired, maybe even a little lonely. But resolute. The texts that still come. While Deion isn't there physically, the father in him hasn't vanished. Every night, Shedeur gets a short message. "Keep the main thing the main thing. Lead with your heart. I see you. Proud always." Never more than a few words. But Shedeur doesn't need more. He saves them in a folder, reads them before bed, then sets his alarm for 5:30 a.m. and gets up again. Alone, but never truly.